title of this mini podcast is Make Requests. Some deals are not offered to some customers, so whispered the grasshopper one morning. It reminded me of a story. I was in a bookstore waiting in line at the information desk to see where they had moved the photography section. This woman pushed up to the front of the line and started asking the man at the desk, who was assisting another customer, if she could get an additional discount on an already on-sale item because the cardboard box it came in was ripped in places. Now, the merchandise inside was fine, but the box, which would likely be discarded upon opening, was slightly ripped. The clerk told her the merchandise was fine and there was no additional discount. It was a clearance item. This didn't stop her from continuing her pitch. She said it looked awful and there should be an additional discount. The man said he wasn't authorized to lower the price. That would have been it for most folks, but not this lady. She continued, "You couldn't knock off an additional 10%? The clerk then said, "Okay, I can take off another 10%, but only 10. How many morals can you come up with for this story? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Annoying customers will not be denied. Pushy people will always be pushy. I had a different takeaway. Some people won't get offers that others receive because they don't ask. You may argue, as I did, that there's a better way of asking, but you can't argue with her results. She was going home with her Burt's Bees balm, saving an additional 10%. So why don't we ask? We're afraid about how we'll be perceived and/or assume that the answer will be no. Years ago, I learned something from my friend Jerry Stocking. It stuck with me ever since. He said, "You can ask anything of anyone if you're not invested in what their answer has to be." It's the investment in the answer that keeps us from asking. We'd be better served being invested in the question. I've stated before that I'm not a big proponent of hinting. It certainly has its place, but its batting average is in the basement when compared to asking. And asking has deeper applications than getting discounts at the bookstore. It applies to every area of our lives. So here's a recommendation for today and beyond. Ask and ask often. It'll get you access to offers others will never receive. All the best, John.